Hello friends, good afternoon, Brandy here, and this is our 6th day of our 30 days of wellness and connection together. We're almost at a week, and I hope you're enjoying these little videos, which are a window into my life, and I hope that they inspire you to live holistically, since that is my goal every day, is to try to find a balance. So it's going to be quick today because I'm outside and I'm cold and I'm about to go for a walk to warm up. And that is what I want to talk about today, is the importance of going out daily for a walk in nature. So nature doesn't need to be out in a state park among redwoods, even though that would be very nice to do that every day. It could just be in your neighborhood. So wherever there are trees and birds and other animals. Okay, that's nature, what I consider nature. I am pretty lucky that I live against a hill here in Redwood City, and there are it's a huge space actually. We have a lot of deer, we have coyote here, occasionally a mountain lion we hear about, lots and lots of birds. And so I am lucky that when I need a break, I can just look out the window, but it makes a huge difference when I could actually walk outside in nature. So this is important not only to help us clear our minds, but it helps us to reconnect. So I feel like much of the issues, much of the pain that we are dealing with right now in our culture is because of our disconnect from nature. And here we have so many authoritative voices telling us how we should live our lives to their design, making us doubt our ability to heal and to judge what's appropriate for ourselves or not. I don't want to get into details, but we've been led to believe that our bodies need to be enhanced in a certain way to be completely healthy. And that is absolutely not true. We're not hearing anything about the natural world from these authoritative figures. So think about that. And that you have so much guidance inside and all around you that we can be learning from these other beings. So I just want to give you some tips as you go out on your walk, some that I'm going to be following today. The first is to not bring a device with you. So I do love to multitask, and quite often I do listen to podcasts or audiobooks when I go for my walk. But today I was on the computer much of the day. I was getting upset by the things I was reading, and I'm kind of in a funk right now. So I know that being out in nature is the antidote to that. So that's what I'm going to do. And being off your device will give you an opportunity to listen to nature. So listen to the birds, listen to the wind blowing through the trees. Take in the most subtle sounds of what you can hear, especially, and then what you can see, because often you can't see everything, but you could hear what's going around you. And that just widens your awareness and makes you feel like you are more a part of it. So that's what we need to be remembering, is we are a vital part of nature. So another tip is to not think about the trees being other beings. They are other beings. So realize that these are other alive beings that you are walking amongst. Each one probably has its own little personality among its group, and it's something that we don't understand, we can't comprehend, and that doesn't mean that it's not real. So quite often I kind of trip out on it, that I'm looking at all the trees around me and I'm like, whoa, these are all so much older than me, and what have they seen? And just let my mind go off on that. And again, it's a very deep way to connect in with these beings around me. And then some of you may know that I've been studying shamanism for a few years now, and I love this practice, and it helps me connect in with nature. And I'm not saying you need to study it either, but one of the tips that I've learned with how to connect is also to see nature as sacred. to see that as we're walking in it, we are walking in their space. So to ask permission as you're going into a certain area to see how special it is. And the words that my teacher gave us was, may I step into your sacred space. So as simple as that. But with each tree you notice, may I step into your sacred space. And it's a really sweet way to connect, especially with the trees that are directly around your home. They're part of your home, and you're constantly exchanging energy. So I hope that these tips help you to reconnect with nature. Maybe you can get outside for a walk if you haven't yet. The days are getting shorter, right? So the time is precious where we can do that safely. I do like to walk in the night too with the flashlight. I do that with my son, and it's pretty fun to do, especially when it gets really dark and cold. But it's nice to be able to walk out in the daylight and again, hear all the sounds of life around you. So take care, friend, and I will see you again tomorrow.